Ladies and gentlemen, I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord, New Thor 7, the T. And the good news is, about to be Hurricane Dorian, is missing Puerto Rico to the east. But the very, very bad news is, professional meteorologists and models are now falling in line with my prediction that this hurricane could be as bad as a major Category 4 hurricane for Florida and the Southeast coast. And I would like to remind you, I literally have been talking about this September Neptune opposition hurricane since April 11th. I have been warning about this hurricane and the October hurricane that will follow since April 11th, since the major land hurricane hit Nebraska in March with a 968 millibar low. I have been saying that it would hit, I thought it would hit Virginia, and models are now saying it'll hit there, but it'll hit Florida first and curve out. And it looks like this could be a very bad hurricane. Now I want you to understand that the inferior opposition of Neptune brought about a record land hurricane in March that devastated Nebraska. The superior opposition of Neptune will bring a severe damaging event to Florida and the Southeast coast. If it was 968 millibars over land when it's freezing, then how bad can it get over hot waters before it makes landfall? Through y'all's help and donations and contributions, I have been able to figure out on my own against everybody else that when all the gas giants are on the same side, you get major volcano eruptions on the west coast of the Ring of Fire in the United States. You get major earthquakes, and then you get major hurricanes. And somehow the opposition of Neptune and the oppositions of Eris cause us to have major weather events, and these increase as there's more imbalance in our solar system. So we are now watching the models fall in line. So we are now watching the latest model runs fall in line with what is to be projected as a Category 3 major hurricane that will hit Florida. Although I still think the path could change. We could see it going more north, as I had guessed earlier in my calculations. At this point, the only thing we know with almost certainty is that we will have a major hurricane event somewhere around within 7 days of the Neptune opposition I have been talking about. So I need everyone in Florida and on the Southeast coast and even New York be ready if this thing is going to curve up into Jersey and Maryland. And then this is almost, in my mind, solidified the fact that on the Eris opposition, we will be getting another hurricane about here. So Florida could be getting two major hurricane hits in the same area within about a month. And then we don't know what may or may not come in between that. So this is a major situation that will now needs to be monitored up to the minute. And if there are any white hats out there that can keep the hackers out of my machine, that would be wonderful. Your storm preparation should be done by this insert time here, Dorian. The National Hurricane Center is now predicting a powerful Category 3 hurricane to approach the Southeast coast this weekend. Anyone from South Florida to Carolinas needs to pay attention. This bad beast is going to pretty much miss Puerto Rico and have a clear path to strengthen over very hot waters with mostly low wind shear for about 5 days. Yes, I dare say Category 5 could even be in the possibility of what we could see. And yes, I know coastal people are tough and Florida people are super tough, especially Florida man. But what I'm telling you is that even if you've been through the last 10 hurricanes, we are entering different earth change times, that everything is increasing, everything is leveling up, except for us, the humans. And so if there are going to be no aberrations to this thing, if it's going to be above a category 3, I would highly recommend everyone within its path avoid being there, as opposed to trying to prepare and plan to survive a major category 3, category 4 hurricane. Because as we see with these things, sometimes the projections continue to increase the severity of it up to the event itself. And so knowing, like I said, the damage the Neptune opposition did to Nebraska, there's no telling how bad this thing can be. And the thing that surprised me was that the March storm was worse than the Eris April storm. And so if it surprises to the upside then that would make this a definite category 5. Now, like I said, I've been talking about this since April. And I said it would be around the 10th, and it would be making landfall around the 2nd and not exiting until the 6th, which is within the negative plus 7-day window that I've been talking about. And so we have every single reason to take this seriously and to prepare and to plan and then to get ready for the October hurricane that I will probably have accurately predicted as well. And on top of that, we have new moon, king tide worries that will combine. Bill Caron's 11 a.m. Hurricane Center update takeaway. Major hurricane moving at only 78 miles per hour near Florida or Georgia coast during king tides will mean multiple high tide cycles with extreme erosion regardless of landfall location. That I warned before all year that these hurricanes will be coastal carvers. They have potential to do major damage. And that if it becomes a big bad beast, like Beth Carpenter is pointing out, here's the earliest reasonable arrival for tropical windstorm force winds. Note that 36 hours before landfall, the Florida Peninsula could already be seeing up to 70 mile per hour winds. And so I would definitely by Friday have a plan that if it continues to increase in severity of projections, to get out of there. It could be very bad if you're going to be near the direct landfall. 2 of the models have already been talking about the possibility of a category 4, so I'm not blowing this out of proportion, and there's no reason to think, with all the factors involved, it couldn't be a Cat 5. I will continue to do my best to keep you guys posted on the upcoming events. It is part of, I do a fundraiser 1 week before rent every single month. This month's goal is $775, and that's just for the very basics. By the 3rd, if you would like to donate, the safest way always is T. Lewison at 5430 Birdwood Road, number 416, Houston, Texas 77096. You can send in my PayPal. Contributions, donations, always accepted. And like I said, I'm a one-man team who's been under fire for the last 2 years because apparently it's like somebody doesn't want to bring you guys good information. And so I've only been doing this through y'all's help and support. And I definitely think the hacking will increase and people will try to stop me from giving you guys the information I need to give you as the event gets closer. And then we have October's event. So any money for extra security or to get a backup computer, I don't know what else I need to do to prove how good my planetary orbital angular momentum, gas giants on the same side, and Neptune Eris opposition theories are. So I love you guys. Prayers always help as well. And so everybody stay cool, and we are all in this together. Now is the time to unite. Because it's only getting weirder, wilder, and wackier. Because as Jupiter and Saturn move closer to each other, we're going to see more hurricanes, more volcano eruptions, more earthquakes. I'm just really good at this stuff, man. I don't know why. I think we were I didn't plan to, dude. I want to do something funny. I said this in the 26th. I think we're going to see a major hurricane, earthquake, volcano event to close out the last week of summer and to kick off like the first week of September. We got a huge volcano eruption today from Stromboli's volcano. It shot tons of ash into the air. Volcanoes are pretty much active all over the Ring of Fire. Although, these are crazy days indeed. God bless everyone. Everywhere. Let's try and all improve at everything. Okay? There's totally room for it. Peace out.